It's Tuesday.
And I'm going to keep my promise.
RadBlastians.
I'm going to talk about the Indian trains.
Oh.
That's what I wanted to talk about. This
Native
is
American Indian trains?
No,
or?
This is India, the country India.
Okay.
Those Indians. The real Indians. So this...
They're both Indians.
Well, no, they're not.
Yeah, Indian was like a...
That's who did that bit about it? Christopher Columbus just named Native Americans Indians.
Oh, because they look similar.
Because he thought that they were Indians, and he's like, "You guys are Indians, right?" And they're like, "No, we're not. We're not that.
Yeah, we're not that at all."
And he's like, "Oh, you're Indians."
Yeah,
That's pretty much what happened to them.
How did he communicate with them when he first got there?
I don't know. Probably violently.
Yeah.
Right?
You're Indians, right? I don't know what you're saying, man.
Jesus.
Nice.
All right. So listen. Oh, sorry. This isn't in India. Now I feel dumb for even having this whole bit about Indian Indians. No, it's Egypt.
Those aren't Indians at all.
No.
So it's not Indian train.
Pretty far away.
Yeah.
So it's Egypt trains. 1,200 accidents last year.
What?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
They should stick to
That
pyramids.
is how bad their trains are.
Yeah.
Bro, like, the reason that I heard that statistic is because it was just like a snippet on the news the other night. It was like, and another train derailed in Egypt today. And I was like, what? And they were like,
how many did you say last year?
1,200. It's like 4 a day.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Don't get on the trains in Egypt.
Well, here's the real trip for me. It's on a track, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a car where you can veer off. You're on a fucking stable...
Well, they're probably running into other trains, but I don't understand.
You think somebody's asleep at the switch or something? What's going on?
It's just one guy. He's the only one that works the trains.
It's just like Tim, and he's responsible for every train in Egypt.
Tim the Egyptian?
Yeah, Tim the Egyptian train conductor. Well, I guess he wouldn't be a conductor, right? He would be more like a
fuck up?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
1,200 last year. Maybe there's just like
man.
one really bad day where they had like 1,199 accidents.
Yeah, that's true. That's totally...
They'd fix it and then it'd like back up into another train, like, damn it. And it'd like go forward and hit the, like just back and forth. Like the Austin Powers stuck in the corridor.
Yeah. I'm going to do an immediate segue into something else that's on my list that I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
That you would know if you've read the new script, which you haven't.
I have not.
98 Degrees is releasing a Christmas album this year, and I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
I thought are they still around?
Evidently.
How old are they now?
40. Well, you know Backstreet Boys is on tour. Or they were, or they're gonna be. One of those.
Oh, I think they were on tour, yeah.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block are coming back.
Hey man, Justin Timberlake is still doing work, right?
Old man.
I got a lot of respect for that guy, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but he like made a name for himself outside. Aaron Carter. Have you seen pictures of that guy lately?
Have you know that you've seen that Key and Peele skit with the AA Ron?
Yeah.
There's a meme that's a picture of Aaron Carter, and then underneath it he's like, "You done messed up, AA Ron," because he looks awful. I mean, he's on some Macaulay Culkin shit.
Have you seen Macaulay Culkin lately?
Yeah.
Dude's kind of cleaned up his act.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. He looks
good
normal
for him.
again. I don't know what he did.
The last time I saw him, he was in that skit. Did you see that
weird
video
thing?
he made where he like gets
long
kidnapped?
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a real fucking druggo.
Yeah, he's like normal again. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I used to shit on those guys. Like, oh, look at these assholes. Like Bieber. I used to shit on Bieber a lot. And, like, Miley. And, you know, here in the last few years, like, I just remember what it's like to be that age. And to be that age and have that kind of money and that kind of, like, obsession from the world.
It's a different universe.
Like, loves you.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. I would want to kill myself after a while, right? I guess that's morbid to say, but I mean, that's the reality
I think it just,
of
like, turns you into a narcissist. Even if you weren't one or you weren't predisposed to being one, that much money and that much attention. I think you kind of get addicted to it.
Yeah, or bored of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I say that now because when I was 19, I would have eaten it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They shit on these guys, and it's like, oh, well, look at Justin Bieber. He's dysfunctional because he's racing his Maserati around. And it's like, yeah, granted, I'll give it to you. It's dangerous and it's irresponsible. But, like, you're talking about a kid who who has had millions of people looking at his every move since he was 11 years old.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you deal with that? He was about 12 or 13.
Was he like the first YouTube success?
Yeah.
Dude, what's this new guy on Logan Paul? Is that his name?
Oh, he's the Vine guy.
Oh, was he on Vine?
Yeah, he got his start on Vine, and then he does YouTube stuff. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I hate him so much.
Well, I don't hate him. I just don't like his content.
No, I hate him.
Oh.
Him and PewDiePie.
You want to sort this out? I don't know.
I want them to fight to the death.
Listen, far be it from me to bitch about people and enjoying Let's Plays, because God knows I'm obsessed with the Game Grumps.
Yeah.
But I don't get it with PewDiePie. He seems like a nice enough guy. I'm just not entertained. You know, I don't think that he's a bad person. Did you see all that shit about him with the Jew thing?
No.
Basically, they took this thing out of context and made him look like a real horse's ass, when the reality of it was like, look, like they made him look like a Jew hater or something. It was really fucking crazy. I think it was like something like these kids, like he told these kids to hold up a sign that said, I hate Jews or something. But he said it like, in the context that he originally said it, it was obviously very joking and ironic. And then I guess the kids did it. And then so there was like this eruption and people were like, oh, he's an anti-Semite.
Doesn't lose any followers.
He's not. Well, it definitely didn't. If anything, it helped him.
Yeah.
He's almost to 60 million now.
That's ridiculous, man.
It's really fucking crazy when you consider that, like, I remember I was on YouTube when the first one broke 1 million.
Yeah.
When Nigahiga broke 1 million, and it was like...
He was the first?
Well, technically Fred was the first, but nobody credits Fred that. Like, nobody... I sound like an elitist. Nobody that I know, at least at the time, that was producing YouTube videos gave Fred the credit because he was so obviously manufactured.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was just like he was this guy and he had this idea. Like, YouTube created him and built him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So anybody that I know that made videos back then will tell you that Nigahiga was the first one because he was actually making it by himself.
Do you have any YouTube channels that you'd recommend?
The Game Grumps.
Beyond.
And we're the Game Grumps.
Beyond?
The Joe Rogan Experience podcast is really cool shit. It's really great shit. Ripper.
Okay.
Ripper's awesome. He's really good at that chivalry game. I've caught myself watching him play for like hours because like he's actually really skilled at the game, and like the game itself is really wonky and you can tell that it's hard as shit.
Yeah.
But he's pretty good at it.
I've been watching a lot of I've watched all of them, and I hate that there's not more. Every frame a painting, which is worth checking out if you're into like the video essays,
filmmaking.
And then Nerd Writer's really cool.
Nerd Writer.
Primitive Technology is awesome.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, you should check that out. And then Air Force Proud. Have you ever watched any of that?
God, what is that?
It's this guy that plays flight simulators, but he's hilarious.
Oh,
you have to just like go on there and watch it. It's funny as shit.
Oh, so it's just him playing flight simulators?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's but he just messes with people. He like tries to. You just have to watch it. It's really good.
I just rewatched the Grumps playthrough. I'm to the point now where I'm watching series for the third time,
dude.
And I just watched. I think it was actually my fourth watch through of when they played Zelda 2, and that shit's super cool.
I can't get into most of the Let's Watch.
It's nice for me because it's like really mindless.
Is that what it's called?
Let's Plays.
Let's Play. Yeah.
Well, it's because the commentary between the two, I relate to them a lot as people, and I know that I don't know them, but I just mean like the things that they talk about and their sensibilities I relate to as a person, so it's entertaining for me to listen to them speak just like as a podcast.
Yeah.
But then the games, like honestly, the reality of it comes down to the colors. That's why I can't do Reddit. That's why I loved Tickled.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do Reddit because I'm somebody who's really attracted to like lots of color.
You would like Reddit.
Well, in terms of the content, I would, but I just can't bring myself to.
I'm sure they have a Game Grumps
make. Oh, they have a Game Grumps subreddit.
Yeah,
it's big.
Game of Thrones subreddit's huge.
Oh yeah,
and that's like as soon as the episode, which rest in peace, Game of Thrones for a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't do any spoilers.
No,
well, it's not done yet. There's one more.
Not by the time this episode airs, you dick.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It is over.
Yep.
You got me there on the technicality of time.
Yeah, let's just cut all that crap out right there.
No, it's fine. We're leaving it.
We pre-record.
There's
no shame to our game.
A little behind-the-scenes action for you.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, so I do watch Let's Play. Stone Mountain. That guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and then you showed me that other guy one time, too.
Oh, what the hell is that guy?
Grand Theft Auto guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
There's a couple of really funny Grand Theft Auto guys.
Dude, what is that guy's name? It doesn't matter. He's got enough subscribers.
Have you seen the grandma who plays Skyrim?
The super nice grandmother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
See what's over here.
She has like 250,000 subs. I think she's the greatest.
Yeah.
I'll go watch her like when I need to calm down.
She's
just like, hey everybody, I know that you wanted me to use this knife, but I'm gonna have to use this dagger because it's better. You see.
Yeah. There was a guy that played piano, like an old guy. Mm-hmm. I forget his name. I'm terrible with names.
An old guy that played piano.
Yeah,
Ray Charles.
No. Like
Jerry
he was just
Lewis.
he wasn't a famous dude. He just played piano and put it up on YouTube.
Bill the Piano.
And he was just like, maybe, could be,
okay.
Piano Bill. But he passed away, and it was a sad time.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
that's weird. There's an interesting new thing, right?
Passing away? No, people do that.
Listen, dummy. YouTube celebrities dying. That's a new thing. What's going to happen when PewDiePie dies? That's going to be an event, right? That's a big chunk of the world's population. 60 million?
Yeah.
That's a pretty pulsy.
Do you think YouTube
pulsy pulp?
I don't know. Do you think YouTube celebrities are becoming bigger than like movie stars and stuff like
Fuck
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's almost more of like an intimate thing because it's not really, but it kind of is.
No, it definitely is.
Because you watch, well, at least I do, interviews with like celebrities. Like I watch a lot of interviews with directors and movie stars and stuff like DPs and shit.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they're talking to you. You're like in the audience right there with them.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of insight. But with like these people, especially the vloggers, I mean, it's like you're a part of their life.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like that's how the grumps are.
Just a voyeur.
A lot of it too is like the sheer magnitude of the content, like the sheer mass of like, the grumps. I keep bringing them up, but that's who I mostly watch on YouTube. They've got like 4,000 videos.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just hours and hours and hours and hours of content. And, you're listening to these guys have conversations. You hear stories about their lives and their childhood and their relatives. And fuck, man, you listen to it long enough, it's like you feel like you know them.
Yeah.
And you don't get that with, I think that's part of it, I think, is just the amount of content. Because, I mean, think about, like, how many movies somebody like Bruce Willis has been in.
Tons.
And then add all of that up to say, X amount of minutes. In Bruce Willis's career, if you sat down and watched all of his shit, everything that he's ever been on film, back to the Moonstruck days. Or not Moonstruck, Moonlighting. Back to the Moonlighting days. Let's just throw out a number, 500 hours.
Yeah.
The Grumps have probably got 1,000 hours on there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What I mean? The more you soak in of somebody, you get to feel like you know them more. And you talk about intimacy, PewDiePie does face cam. The Grumps are just audio. PewDiePie's right there and with you in your face.
I guess we could just do a camera so people could see us talking.
I guess. That'd be kind of strange.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with that.
Just sitting on the couch?
Yeah.
Couch time?
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with the audio?
We could be couch potatoes.
There's nothing wrong with the audio, man.
Yeah, but then they could see us.
It's good for you at work. Just pop it in your left ear.
Yeah, but they could still have
Shout out to the people at work listening in their left ear. You don't get it, man. I work in an office. Okay.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
What was that? Let's get to some questions.
I've had a really hard day.
So a couple of you asked some questions, and we're going to attempt to answer them.
Oh, okay. Well, the one person mentioned talking about things that are coming out, when things are coming out.
Oh, yeah, so we try and stick to a schedule about...
let me rephrase that. We fail to stick at a schedule.
Right. Generally, we like Drunk Before Noon out on Fridays. Mm-hmm. It seems to be the go-to. And then D&Ds come out on Sundays when we have them.
Yeah, and usually if we're in if your head writer is not sick and going through weird stuff, those are every other Sunday.
It hasn't been like that for a long time.
Yeah, and at this point, by the time this airs, then that one will probably have aired, the one that I have written now that we haven't shot.
Try and get that this weekend.
Yeah, and then there's that one, and that makes 7 in the season, and there will be 2 more, and then the finale will be a big old honkin' surprise.
Honkin' surprise?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big fat doozy. You better hold on to your hat.
I don't have a hat.
Well, then you better find one and hold on to it quick.
And then, like the short films and stuff kind of come out just whenever they get done. We have one that's done, but it's in a short film competition. The NASA script that we did. It was for the Cinespace NASA short film competition.
Yeah.
So once that's done, we can put it up. Right now we can't. And then we just wrapped on Bad Guy.
And that's your baby. That's your guy.
Yeah, the rough edit is done. So that's cool.
Justin and I work as a writing team.
Tag team.
But Justin he's the director. He's the visionary guy. He's the guy that makes it all happen.
You know what I've discovered is like
I am not direct the hit, bro.
I'm not a DP. I mean, I can get behind the camera and I can make it work, but there's so many other people that are way more talented than I am at doing that. Like just the subtlety of like moving the camera as like 2 degrees and the shots is just like amazing. Like fuck, okay.
Well, people in Jacksonville, and we'll probably have some of them on the show to talk to.
Yeah,
I know
that's
the one
another
person
thing
I want to talk to is Jaron.
Yeah, we're gonna start bringing on some local filmmakers to talk about their projects. Just get exposure out to them, and they're all pretty cool people anyway. So
it's not just a D&D haha channel, you see.
No, and
There's a lot of film behind us.
Yeah, we're both pretty much everybody in the group that helps us is they all help with the creative process. They all help with ideas. But yeah, Chaz mostly writes, I mostly direct, and then we have just a talented group of people that we know that help us produce content.
Yeah, there's a good hint to artists out there. And you know what's funny?
Don't say Game Grumps. If you say Game Grumps, you're kicked off the podcast, and people just have to listen to me for 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, Danny once said...
What's Danny part of?
He's a guy that's part of this channel
on
YouTube. You've probably never heard of it.
What's it called?
Anyway, we don't have to talk about that.
Oh.
His name is Danny, and he said that it is all about the people you know and the networking you create. I mean, look at how far that you've come as an individual in terms of the community because of the work that you've done and meeting people and I'm not that guy. I can't go out and do that and network. You've done that.
I don't want to do that stuff though.
I'm utilizing your network. We got to get an animator. That's the next move. Does anybody out there animate?
Josh Rose.
Does he animate?
He's starting to animate. He sent me a video and it's really fucking cool.
No way.
Yeah.
I got to get in touch with him, bro.
Yeah, hit him
We got to
up.
write Octoriff.
Octoriff.
And we can voice it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You can be Deputy Dogfish, and I'll be Octoriff.
Deputy Dogfish.
Yeah, he's got.
Can I talk like
you got to
that?
work on the voice, maybe.
That was a good voice.
I mean, it was okay.
Deputy Dogfish.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it right there.
That's a little rough. I have to smoke.
And I'm
back up.
Octoriff.
Oh, God.
That's how I talk. I get business done.
You do.
With my 6-shooters.
What do we got here? What do we got? All right, we
4
have
6
9
shooters.
seconds to answer some more questions. Pull up some questions.
We'll go on a little more.
Pull up
That's
some
fine.
questions.
We can go on a little more. There's
can't
no
just-
other questions.
That was only.
Those were mostly the questions.
Well, I'm going to go on YouTube.
There was
right
some
now
comments.
and
You can go on there and prove me wrong. Feel free. Well, one of them asked about the government, but you said you didn't want to talk about that.
Shout out to Taylor Thompson. Thanks for knowing the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, dude.
Starforge.
Oh,
Appreciate
man,
that.
I felt like the biggest dum-dum. I was the hugest KOTOR fan. Oh, my God, I loved those games.
Yeah.
They need to remake that. Why the fuck have they not remade that? What are we on? What is it like Fallout 6? What are we on? Oblivion 12? And we don't have a fucking new KOTOR? Who the hell's running that? What are you guys doing, LucasArts? Lucasfilm? Didn't Disney buy you? Why isn't Disney's in the business? Disney's in the business of making money, right? KOTOR's right up that alley.
Yeah, they should come back out with.
They definitely should, dude. That would be so fucking sick. You could make your lightsaber. That game was the jam. And it was turn-based. And I hated turn-based RPGs.
I can't. This is like, I just can't play RPGs. I get so fucking bored.
Really? Yeah. Wow, that's
Horribly.
strange.
I can play D&D all day.
Well, yeah, I was.
But RPGs, fucking
That's
can't do
my
it.
confusion.
Would you
D&D
consider
is an
Grand Theft
RPG.
Auto as an RPG?
Yes.
Okay, I can play that.
Because you realize...
Just for the hookers.
I'm going to break this down for you.
Mm-hmm.
RPG is actually an anagram. Is it an anagram?
Role-playing game.
For role-playing game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what you're doing when you're playing said game is assuming a role.
Yes.
So anything in which you assume a role is a role-playing game. As
Right.
opposed to like a puzzle-solving game.
Okay, so I
shouldn't
shouldn't say I can't play all RPGs. I just can't play like timed hit, timed attack. I fucking hate that.
Oh, yeah, like turn-based.
Yeah, turn-based crap. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Or like those
that's what I was
grinder
saying.
games. I can't just like where you have to get in there and fucking go to XP.
A lot of the early NES games were
Like
grindy.
LOL, I can't. Not LOL. Fucking WoW. I can't play WoW.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah,
No,
let me
no,
go
no.
kill a bunch of pigs for like 10 hours so I can go fight this cave and die.
Yeah, well, Oblivion was kind of like that.
That's why I never played Oblivion.
In a certain way, at least about the skills, especially like in Skyrim when they added like the big trees.
Yeah.
But, dude, I loved Oblivion. Are you kidding me? That was like one of my favorite games.
I just never got into it.
Oblivion was outstanding.
Give me first-person shooters.
Have you seen the guy? You talk about funny videos to look up. Have you seen the guy that does the guard and he does the people from Oblivion? It's like Oblivion in real life. And like the guy turns on the camera and he's like sitting there at the table and he's like, "Hello, citizen." And he like acts like he's in. And then like there's the one where he's the guard and he's like, "Stop! You violated the law." And
I did like the Fusro Das.
Fusro Das.
Yeah.
Fusro Das. Yeah, that was good stuff. And like blowing the guy back with the. That makes me think of that hand slap prank from Jackass. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the big hand.
Yeah. Those guys are animals. You know, Steve-O was on the Game Grumps and Joe Rogan.
Oh, you said Game Grumps. I quit.
Oh, God damn it.
Jazz is off the podcast. It's just me now. So, yeah, well, that brings us to the end of Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay rad, and see you next week for the only Justin Mann RadBlast. Thanks a lot.
No!